At first glance, Freedom Park looks like a peaceful recreational center in the heart of Lagos, a place where people come to relax, attend events and enjoy the beauty of the city. But behind these walls lies a story many Nigerians have never heard. Long before it became a cultural landmark, this site served as Her Majesty Broad Street Prison, one of the most significant colonial prisons in Nigeria. For decades, people were brought here, detained here, and lived behind these walls during British colonial rule. Today, the prison is gone, but the stories remain. In 2010, this historic site was transformed into Freedom Park, a place dedicated to preserving Nigerians' history, celebrating its culture, and honoring the journey from colonial rule to freedom. Every corner of this park tells a story. Stories of imprisonment and liberation, stories of resilience and transformation, stories that connect the past to the present. What many visitors see as just a beautiful park is actually a living museum, holding memories of a chapter of Nigerian history that should never be forgotten. Today, I will be taking you inside Freedom Park, Lagos to explore its history, discover what remains of the old colonial prison, and uncover the stories hidden behind these walls. So join me as we step into one of the most fascinating historical sites in Lagos. But before we proceed, if you are new to the channel, my name is Divine Favor Inye Ivie, and on this channel, we explore history, culture, and communities. If that is the kind of content you enjoy, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and let's explore Freedom Park together.
So this is the first colonial prison built in Nigeria.
Okay.
You can imagine how historical this place is. It was formerly called Broad Street Prison or Her Majesty's Prison. It was called Her Majesty's Prison because the British colonized us. So as a matter of fact, the prison was established in the year 1872. That's dating back to about 100 years plus. But if you look around here today, you barely see anything as old as 100 years plus. So the maintenance culture in Nigeria is very poor, very terrible. There's little or no regard for history. Everybody's concerned about money. Nobody cares about stories, you know. But thank God Freedom Park is here to change the narrative, and that's why it has been able to, build and preserve this heritage for the sake of posterity, the future. So what makes this space so unique and well celebrated today is because so many icons, those who fought for Nigeria's independence, were imprisoned here. Because then this space was used as a tool to suppress all those who were fighting against colonialism. They had the likes of Obafemi Awolowo, Abad Macaulay, the man who formed the first political party in Nigeria, Jack Kondi, once upon a time governor of Lagos, and a whole lot of nationalists. So as soon as we get to the museum, more history will be unveiled there. So a few years after Nigeria gained her independence, 1960, by 1972, they moved all the prisoners from this prison. They were taken to the likes of Kirikiri prison and Ikoyi prison respectively. It's not far from here, just a stone throw. So for a very long period of time, this place was abandoned. It was a dumping ground for almost 30 years. It was a hideout for criminals where all manner of terrible crimes were carried out. Gangsters, drug dealers, name it. Nobody could pass this area at all at the time. So it was around 1999. The architect who designed this park is called Theo Lawson. He came with the idea of preserving this space because he noticed that this is the heart of Lagos, this is the island. After making research, he noticed it was the first colonial prison built in Nigeria. So he took it upon himself with together with some creatives. So he was able to get the original colonial plan because he didn't want to build structures scatteredly. So every corner here tells a story. Because ideally, us come and see old colonial structures, but unfortunately, all these structures were destroyed. So where the first cell block was, he built something there. Where the female prison was, he built something there. So I'll take you around now, begin to explain each and every structure to you, what it was before and what it represents today. So it's also important to know that the park was commissioned on the 30th of September, 2010. To commemorate Nigeria's 50th independence anniversary, Fashola, Babatunde. This is where the prison's kitchen used to be formerly. But today this has been constructed into what we call the park's food court. So any kind of meal you desire today you can get from here. But then prisoners will assemble every morning to get their porridge beans. But now you can get orishi, like this where I should speed got his jollof rice that like he was lauding Nigerians, hey, I got the first jollof rice in Africa and blah blah blah. But the only imprisonment is if your pocket is empty, one will not be able to. Yeah. So one is still a prisoner anyway. So if you notice, there's a red pin spread across. So the prison had three cell blocks, cell block A, B, and C. So this happens to be the first prison cell block. So this is just an impression cell, just for you to have an idea that there was a cell block here. So the architect has been able to retain the original cell size and shape of the prison cell. So to a narrow cell block like this, they have about 6 prisoners, sometimes even more than. So the strongest person gets to dominate the bed here, while others just get to squeeze their cell. But today they use this space mostly for commercial purposes. During festivals, fairs, people come here to market the arts and crafts. It's also a space where you can come and unwind, come at night, anytime. See, there are some sockets here, plug your laptop, just do something creative, just do your thing. So some of all these statues were donated by one of the biggest art collectors in Nigeria, just to make the environment very cultural and artistic, talking about the various tribes in Nigeria and their various cultural practices. So as you can see, this is a fattening room, a common practice notable among the South Nas, Akwa Ibom, Calabar. They keep a woman in a special room for 6 months to make her fat, because the fatter you are at the time, the more bride price you're going to attract. But now some of all these practices are still going into extinction. Everybody wants a slimmer case now. So, and the other statue there, overthinking cannot solve a problem. Understand? And so the problem will remain till the day you decide to stand up and say, okay, I'm tired. So this is the original prison entrance. So from Court Black Maria, they get to bring the prisoners in through this gate. So they take them to this building behind you. So this is where the records office is today, where all prisoners' documentations were carried out. But today, this is the heart of the park, this is a museum. This is where the entire history is being stored and preserved. And I told you everything here has been destroyed. These walls are original. They were imported from England in the year 1885 because originally the prison was built with mud walls and grass thatch to accommodate just few prisoners. So the prison was always sabotaged or attacked by community members who were not happy with the way the British were treating her people. So they always setting the prison ablaze. Prisoners were finding different ways to escape. So in order to fortify the prison, they had to import bricks at the sum of £16,000, which was a huge amount of money at the time. Meanwhile, the money which was allocated for education for the entire colony was just £700. So that will tell you how much importance or value the British placed on the prison system to education, because with education you can't colonize anybody.
Yeah.
So some of the trees were planted, some of the trees are as old as the space. So if trees could talk, they would have given you a better story than I'm giving you, because they experienced everything firsthand. So we use this ground floor mostly for exhibition. So we encourage artists to come here, exhibit their artworks. So these are just collections of the park. So we get to have different kinds of activities here, workshops, like seminars, like name it. So upstairs is where the permanent exhibition lies. That's where you see the chains, the bars, and like So this is the British iPhone, the switchboard. So this was what they used to communicate at the time. Hello, Her Majesty, it's a prison break, you know. But thank God for technology, thank God for change.
Wow.
Yep. So this is what the original prison used to look like before it was destroyed in the year 1979. I was hence a dumping ground. So ideally this what you ought come and see. So this is where the first cell block used to be cell block A, which is now the depression cell. And this is where the female prison used to be, which is now the amphitheater. And this is where we are right now. So this is also the third cell block. And this is where prisoners were formerly hung. Today is now the main stage area. All these areas we're going to explore. And this is the original colonial plan. This is what the architect used in bringing the space back to life. Cell block A, so you needed to, like maintain those original spots. Cell block A, cell block B, cell block C, gallows, which is now the main stage, and like etc. etc. So this is a brief history how the prison was established in 1872, holding just 20 prisoners, and how bricks were imported in 1885 at the sum of £16,000. Meanwhile, education at the time was just £700. So that will tell you how much importance it plays on prison system.
Yeah.
To education. So these are the tools the prisoners use in working: spade, cutlass.
Jesus.
This is just always work.
Good.
And these are some machinery tools from the blacksmith's workshop, because you get to rehabilitate prisoners. You can see some inscription London, so like real steel. Yeah. So these are the prison bars. If you notice, it's slightly bent. That will tell you at the time there was some kind of struggle to break free. But because of the quality of material, they couldn't break beyond survival mode. No go no self say get energy. Except you find yourself a problem.
Wow.
You go no.
And these irons are heavy.
Still, these are the real stuff. So these are some of the political prisoners who are in prison here. So this is Herbert Macaulay. He formed the first political party in Nigeria. So he was able to reveal some of the corrupt practices from the British. So they saw him as a threat and brought him here to make his mouth shut.
Wow.
And this is Michael Imodu, the labor unionist. So he championed the first strike in Nigeria. He was able to mobilize a large crowd of people, sensitizing them. He need to fight for rights. Can't keep walking like an elephant and eating like an ant. They saw him as a threat too, and likewise, all these other nationalists, Chief Anthony Nahoro, Latif Jakonde, Alfred Iwani, and the likes. Outside the prison being a political prison, they also held regular criminals. And that's why they're on this, so a person will come say grandpapa and then come say, you see the picture, you say, so my grandpapa, so you check well, oh, your surname is not there.
No.
So this is what the typical cell block looked like. This is the bed where the strongest person gets to dominate. Yeah, the Odogu will dominate this side, while others will just squeeze themselves. So this is a galvanized bucket. So these have like 6 of them inside, sometimes even more than. Prison is no luxury, and that's why it's called Freedom Park today. So they all urinate, poo wee in the morning. The weakest person gets to dispose. And this is their little AC over here. Like they get to see animals, birds flying. They be like, animals. There are plenty. They stack them in like sardines, 6, sometimes more than. Just stack them in like sardines. So this is one of this is a very fascinating story about this black woman, Ada Johnson, an Igbo woman like you people, who killed her British boyfriend. Igbo women don't kill one, the Igbos generally. So,
no, it's not like that. They kill.
So okay, she borrowed him £400, 1952. So she was like, Marco, since you're going to the UK for vacation,
Yeah.
please help me use this £400 to purchase a taxi. You know, like I like savings, but she was a tailor. I knew to survive here in Nigeria, likewise any part of the world, you need to have multiple streams of income. So Marco went to the UK, fell in love with another woman, squandered the money, came down empty-handed. So she was disturbed and concerned. Marco, no car, no money. Marco began speaking English. Oh, sorry, I still have someone else in my life. I can't continue the relationship, and blah, 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 blah. She was very angry. She was devastated. You know, one thing led to another. He was holding her to the neck out of anger, pain. She took her scissors and stabbed him on the neck. So you can imagine killing the British at the time. So she was given an automatic sentence to be hung, executed. So, and when you want to kill prisoners, then they gathered all of them like a show. You know, like so that everybody gets to see the killing, you know, in a way to make others scared. So Esther, today is your day to die. Tomorrow is your day to die, you know, like that. So imagine how traumatized Esther was inside. So after spending almost 10 years here, eventually she was granted presidential pardon by the first ceremonial president of Nigeria, Nnamdi Azikiwe. But history has it that she was already, you know, mental. So these are some of the activities that's taking place over time in the park. So from a place of pain, torture, agony, it's now a space of freedom of expression. It's a historical landmark. Students come here for school excursions, the research center, you know, entertainment, you know, the nightlife, very lovely. So see the kind of activities, cultural activities, so like art exhibitions, workshops, seminars, you know, like school tours. You know, and this is just like a photograph of the nightlife and what's like. So they get to have different kinds of festivals yearly, yeah, from Lagos Fringe, Celebration, you know, celebrating Fela's heroism, Lagos Book and Art Festivals, and you know, like what have you. And also this is a transformation stage. So from a complete dumping ground, you know, like this was how they met, this was the stage they met the park to what we have now. So it took them about 18 months to realize the project. So you see, the Raj Fashola, Theolosin, you know, the architects designed the park. So this is the makeshift of the gallows. So just put a chair, a barrel. So the prisoner gets to stand on it. There'll be somebody underneath to pull up the latch. 1, 2, 3, go, they pull the latch, the chair goes down and the neck gets choked. And the hands are always chained behind. There's no way one will be able to struggle for life. So the body keeps dangling down. So it's completely still. One is still, they know the body is lifeless, it's low. And then they just cut. So the prison had 3 cell blocks, cell block A, B, and C. So this is the 3rd cell block. So this is just called a skeletal cell today. So this is the original cell size and shape. So these are some installations trying to tell you how pained or agonized the prisoners were while they were in chains. So this one brutally beaten to the ground, hands are up his ears, tired of life, frustrated. This one trying to find the way out of the prison bar, struggle for freedom. Johnny just come, really brought into prison. And lastly, execution, Otilo, hanged. Yeah, that's what it's telling you. So this is Molwe. Tell you about Lagos Bustle Hustle. You jump in, you jump out, you know, like struggle. But now it has been replaced with BRT buses. So this is where they hang prisoners then. So this is to be the gallows. But today is now the main stage area where they get to have like big major performances. Like most of the festivals like Celebration, most times they always get to have them here. Chandelier. They use Coca-Cola bottles. If you see it at night, you even know they made use of all these things. So it's just like a creative space. So different kinds of, you know, like creatives, they come with different kinds of stuff. They donate to the park. So this one is just like, I'm free. You know, see the chains. Yeah.
You are free, yet you are chained.
Yeah, the chain is broken now. There's a difference when this chain is there and when the chain has been divided. So when you go outside, you will come out everything from your hand. So these are the three founding fathers of Nigeria's independence. From the right, you have the Azikiwe, Onibo. Middle, you have Samadu Bello. From the north, Arewa Hausa. Then to the left, you have Obafemi Awolowo or Yoruba. They look united in stature, but in reality, they are very far apart. You know, and the Hausa people, you know, they call them the British darling. They came through the indirect rule. Anything you tell them to do, they do like mumu. You know, that's why I see them. They have a lot of power, yeah. And they pay, you know, like sometimes just act to get right. But Igbo man, no, you can't control me. I'll walk. I have my business. Do your politics, do your thing. I'll make my money my way. I don't need your cheap money. You know, like that. So you get to count them to know if there's anyone missing, anyone who has committed any crime or whatsoever. You punish them right on the spot. But today this is called the Hall of Fame. All those who have contributed to the growth of Nigeria through music, politics, literature, name it, you know, they have their statues sculpted here and they're celebrated here today. You see the likes of, guess who?
Bella.
Exactly. I just Igbo just the miss, so I think we'll work on that. So this is the first Nobel laureate for literature. So he comes here time to time. He has an office here too as well. So this is where the female prison needs to be.
Here?
So this is your space here. Females.
God forbid, it's not my space.
You know, people they come rehearse. It's always very bubbly at night. Yeah. So if you they follow our page, you know, you will see some of the events, theater events, then they get for here.
Okay. It's a very nice space though.
Yeah, it is.
Sorry,
Cisco.
why is the water dirty? Why is it dirty?
Eh?
Why is the water like this?
It's a fish pond now. So these are just soft elements of the park to make the environment very warm and friendly. So you have tilapia fish. At the other pond, you have koi. So always, you know, this one is tilapia, the other one is koi. Okay. See all those animals, pretty geese. They are watching you now. See them.
Yeah. Hello, Habibti. You don't see her? Small one, chicken and fish. I forgot me. Okay, there's orange fish. Do they used to change the water or the fish? They used to bring them out.
They get to have like fishing exercise, like for the tilapia. When they get matured, they get to like sell them.
This orange one, you guys selling?
No, the orange is for aesthetics, like beauty.
Okay.
You know, from Japan.
Oh.
Yeah. See them at all. One is like 800,000. So yeah, the dark one tilapia. The colorful ones are called koi from Japan. KY.
Okay. Look at that.
Can't have better.
This one albino now. Albino.
Habibi. Hi.
Fish. So we've gotten to the end of our tour. As you can see, everything has changed from a place of pain, torture, agony. You know, it's not a space for freedom of expression. You can see everybody is freely moving around, having fun, you know, doing their thing, relaxing. But then that was not the case. But thank God for freedom, you know. So visit Freedom Park. Tell a friend to tell a friend. History is steeped here. History is endless. Let's join our hands together to save posterity. Thank you, Ma.
Thank you very much.